Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be checking out the newest episode of One Piece, episode 1172, What I Fear Most. Based off that title, I do kind of have an idea what this episode might be focusing on, but in general, I'm pretty excited to hop into all of these episodes. And from now on, since like the Holy Knights have arrived, Loki's out of his chains and up, things are going to start moving pretty quickly and a lot of things are going to start happening. And least until we hop into the backstory, and then we're going to be focusing on that for quite a while, which I'm honestly might be more excited for in some ways. So, a lot to look forward to. Let's not waste any more time and hop right into this episode, though. If you are new to my channel, this is more of a watch along than a straight up reaction. So, if you'd like the audio and/or full video, you can sync up with your own copy of the episode. If not, you can see it blurred behind me and read the subtitles below me to follow along. I'll just give us a countdown and we can hop right into this episode. Three, two, one, start. Okay, we should be good to go. We're probably gonna hop right into the intro, anyways. Um, yeah, based off the title, I'm assuming we're gonna be focusing on one of the Holy Knight's powers, or at least the beginning of it. Um, I don't want to go in too in depth in spoilers or anything because I think it takes a little bit until it's fully revealed. I could be wrong. I think I've mentioned it before, but this section, I do know everything that's going to be happening as a manga reader, but it's going to be a little bit more blurry. Going into the backstory, I feel like I vividly remember the backstory flashback. Um, and then the more present day stuff was only like a couple months ago, which will be like a year from now by the time we get it adapted. But it's just so nice having One Piece back every week. And I think we have like about a season's worth of episodes, like 10 or so, maybe a bit more, um, until we're back on break. But at least we have a lot of great anime airing right now. So even when we don't have One Piece, there's a lot of other great shows to be watching. And from Toei, we even have I think Dragon Ball will be coming back next time we're on break. Aye, right into this episode. God, I love Ripley's design. I'm surprised so many people were mad with their color schemes of her hair. I love the like I don't know if rose would be the right color at the branch. Yeah. Alright, so this is just a different version of last scene. Yeah. Okay, okay. Little bit of catch up to where we left off at the end of last episode. And I actually this was a lot of like this scene of them walking up and some of the scenes in the kids in general have all been newly added and I like it because it adds to like the peacefulness and whatnot and the vibes before the Holy Knights arrive. Going through the forest. Oh, we're gonna hopping right into it. I wasn't sure. I love this like point of view shot. Monsters appear in Elbaf. What I fear most. Oh, yeah, definitely. We'll be focusing on this. Crunchyroll didn't show the other part of the title. Uh, oh, this is when they spot the bird, I assume. Oh no, it's when they spot that. Oh, it's like camouflage. Big old snake. Oh, that art style is cool. It's almost a bit reminiscent of like Conjuro's ability. Oh, that's a cool effect. Oh, I get the vibe. It's like a children's drawing, I'm pretty sure is the vibe they're going for. Try not to get one tapped immediately. But with these monsters, I would just pay attention to the names of them, things like that. Because that is one of the first hints, I think, to the nature of this. Bro's just fucking pulling up a stick of it and all. Respectable. Get a hold of yourself, man. Definitely not from this. Yeah, exactly. This guy's on top of it. I'm assuming he did not take care of it. Oh, Saul. We're actually, I mean, it usually works out in favor, but being split up is actually kind of probably good for us at the moment, considering all of Elbaf's going to be in danger. I really like that design of it. There's also like a effect on it as well. One down. Oh, good kid. He went back for him. One of the teachers, please help. Or our crew. Lock in, my boy. They are giants. You gotta put some respect on the giants. Oh, I love the showcase of speed. Oh, he's got full fucking battle armor on. I don't even remember that. One tap. Oh, the sound effect as well. I love that they've been slowly introducing, I feel like, more sound effects. Nice. Oh, nice animation for them. Good shit, Saul. OST too. Let's go, my boy. I love getting to see the Giants show off and them giving good animation sequences to them. That was one of my favorite things at the end of Egghead. Bunch of goobers, but still former member of Pirate Crew. A bit early to call that, but you guys are the first generation that aren't warriors, if I remember right. So I would assume this is the difference between him and the principal is I assume he wasn't a part of the giant pirates. Well, I'm aware what just happened to him. I wasn't sure if they show it or not there. You. That kid's forehead is diabolical, by the way. Traumatize these fucking kids. Gotta relay the information, though. It's so diabolical that Emu and the Holy Knights are literally just going after the kids. God. Thinking about that, him getting attacked when he went to grab him. Oh, there's such a great moment with the Giants. I think it's after the flashback, though. And you can also see the arrow as well. If I remember right, they're essentially using a combination of all three of their power sets. Fucking standing on business. No. About to see a whole lot of monsters, I think. Giant bird one. Oh, the rest kids are getting knocked out too, I think. They battling each other? Whole lot more on the other side too. Oh no, just all the kids getting taken out. God, I forgot how it's kind of just horrifying. All of kids just dropping. Good shit. Actually, Chopper, get on it. And more for. Oh no, they're just on their way. Oh yeah, she's the one who actually smart. One of the teachers is the one who recognized them. Just like that. Oh, and back to Loki. I wasn't sure if we would touch on this much this episode. God, the sense of scale with Loki is crazy. Like, just comparing him to the rest of the giants. Oh, the purple lightning. Oh! Rosebud. Oh, God. Fire will spread. Oh. I was not expecting animation like this episode. The scale of this fucking attack is absurd. God. And this is so super weakened with the seesaw cuff still on him. Like, bro is an absolute menace. Here comes the lightning, I believe. Holy fuck, Loki. Only halfway, well, a little bit more than halfway through the episode, but damn. The scale of that is crazy. I also love the purple lightning choice. It looks so good. Matches with his like hair and the like glowing eyes and everything's so good. So good they had to show us that twice. God, that looks so good. A big ass fire immediately. Yeah, is all the giants about to lock in? I think. Bro is fucking hammered. Copper trying his best. Man, that little fucking stethoscope. Smart, Robin. Smart. God, she kind of got legs on her. That shot was diabolical. They a fun comparison. Jogger, storms. There's the snake. And based off the title of the episode. Oh, that kind of ties with the moment I was thinking about as well. It's upcoming. Nightmare. Time to lock in then. God, and all of her praise is now being used against them because of their fears and essentially like nightmares. I think there's been a couple new soundtracks this episode. Is it walking on its lightning bolts? Draugr, fucking. I love how there's like an actual Loki here as well. Oh, I wasn't sure if that wolf was in a silhouette. No, it is just black or like that. Well, there's Nika. Is that Luffy's voice actor? It sounds like him. If not, it might be the Joy Boy voice actor. Bunch of children's nightmares coming to life. And if you can't tell, that was his power based off that dialogue. It reached the ship. Oh. Oh. God, well, that is fun with based off more recent chapters and stuff. Oh, that was a really there was way more in that episode than I was thought. I thought it was gonna be like kind of a chill episode and at the very end the monsters were gonna appear, but it was most of the episode. We defeated one. That Saul and the Walrus Principal, I forget his fucking name now. Those two, their attacks looked really good. I also just I love getting to see the Giants get like real speed feats and like great animation for their speed. Um, I feel like that can be difficult to do with the Giants. A little bit easier because everything is almost normal scale in Elbaf besides us. Um, and I guess Loki. Loki's very out of scale as well, which is funny. We have Loki who's way too big, and then we have us who are way too small. Um, yeah, I really enjoyed that episode, and like, um, the Loki sequence with him going after like the tree and the fire and that whole attack. I didn't remember this was even in this chapter, but my god, the glaze on Loki is insane. I don't think he's had a single not I feel like every single scene that he's in a just exudes aura like an insane amount. And then the animators are only gassing him up more, and that makes me pretty happy to be honest. I'm a huge fan of him. More monsters begin to stir, the fire rages on, the sleeping children keep walking. But yeah. Oh, looks like we're getting some more Loki action as well next week. Might just be another small sequence like this one, but my god, if it didn't look awesome. Like this whole sequence was so awesome. And like people were complaining last episode about Loki, um, and how they adapted like a pretty iconic panel because they didn't do it one to one with him like standing up. But like with this sequence and the last one, I honestly this is so cool. Because like the style that they went for in the manga or like Oda drew in the manga is like it basically jump cuts to Loki being just stood up really quickly and he's just like staring down like from almost like a front view looking like up at him, and his like face is like heavily dark shadows and stuff. I feel like a lot of times when animes, especially sometimes Toei, when they try and do that dark shadowing in the anime, it just doesn't land the same. That's just one of the things where that's one of the like strengths of manga is being able to use black lines and like positive and negative space very well. Whereas anime, because everything is colored, you kind of lose some of that. Unless you're like such crazy, crazy focus. But for like most shows, it's very hard to portray in a similar way to the manga. So I really liked what they did, and that whole sequence was incredible. I'm really enjoying. Um, I love how like the aesthetic of all of the nightmares come to life, look, and like that. It's almost like a children's drawing, and like it's all like sketched out, and then there's like almost um like a supernatural like filter put over it that gives it a very unnatural look is on top of it. Um, it's a really cool idea. 'Cause I remember it being like a fairly distinct art style in the manga. Um, but I wasn't really thinking about how they would adapt that. Also, that Loki one is funny of him rolling up and then seeing the Nika is actually really funny. The little fucking goblin, um, running around. But I think that's Luffy's voice actor. Sounds very similar, anyways. Overall, really fun episode. Nothing too crazy, but really setting in motion like a lot of the plot and moving these things along. These are honestly like I love sharing my reactions to these episodes. Sometimes when like there's certain episodes where I can also theorize because I haven't like seen it in the manga already. Um, but a lot of times I'm just more appreciating the adaptation and seeing all these moments animated for the first time. But I would love to get to see more anime only's reaction to this moment. And like if you guys have any theories or anything, just if you're a manga reader, please put like spoiler in the comment. But if you're like an anime only, do you want to like give me what your theories are? I would love to discuss with you in the comments. Um, because I really, really enjoy Elbaf a lot, and I feel like I remember a lot more discussion every week when I was reading the manga than I've seen with the anime, um, which has surprised me because I feel like we've been waiting so long to get to Elbaf. Um, I'm surprised people had. I mean, there's been a very positive reaction to Elbaf in general, but every once in a while, I feel like I see people not connecting with Arc as much as I would expect because seeing all this animated is so special. And I would love to go back into the manga and check because I do remember Saul having a moment, and I think the principal was a part of it as well, but I don't remember it exactly. I would like to see how that was translated, and like I feel like every once in a while there've been a little bit more scenes with the kids and whatnot, and I think it really helps build like out the very like happy um more lively Elbaf than like the warriors and like what we kind of expected going into Elbaf. So I like that they're building it up before everything goes wrong, and then we kind of see the effects of essentially like war and everything on the people of Elbaf, and kind of it shows like why they kind of switched from going in that direction. But also you can't like fully abandon it because there will always be threats and stuff. It's I really enjoy kind of that, and I feel like in the anime they've heightened that sense because we've had so much time to focus with the kids. Because in the manga, I feel like you a lot of times you look at them and you mostly flip through like pages like that. Like obviously you look at all the details, especially when like moments like this where it ties into the like power and whatnot and what's going on in the actual plot. Um, but when you're reading a manga panel, like a lot of these kids are like oftentimes just in little panels here and there. Whereas in the anime, most of the time they have to like take up like actual screen time and like take like 30 seconds or something and like get a full frame, and it just adds a little bit more to it instead of just being very much background characters. I think the anime feels more lived in, Elbaf. So that's an element I've really enjoyed. Um Yeah, and then also this Gunko scene at the end, I really enjoyed as well. And also, she's also one of those characters I feel like even when they aren't going crazy with her art or animation, she looks so good all the time. I love her hair color and like the eyes and everything, and the little like her. I know there was a lot of memes and stuff about her outfit because of like essentially not having pants on. Um, but I absolutely love the whole aesthetic that she has. I love how she has, like, the long sleeves, and then when she uses her power, it, like, comes out from right there. Oh, everything is like that is just so cool. Big highlight of this episode, though, besides obviously Loki, this was just incredible, I think would definitely be the Saul moment. I love getting to see Saul actually in action and whatnot. Um And I like that he's more than just a plot device for Robin in this arc, essentially. He has a little bit of his own stuff going on and his own personal life since everything on O'Hara. I like that when characters aren't with the Straw Hats, their story feels like it's progressing as well. Um, so that's an element I always liked because despite me always thinking Saul was still alive since the moment I watched Robin's backstory, I've always thought that. I feel like Oda has to have a reason for bringing him back and not just killing him off. So I like that he's actually getting some stuff to do, and also I feel like it means a lot for Robin's character herself and like the reunion between them in this arc. So good. And I love that we get to spend this arc with Robin. I think for at least most of it, or he's been with like Saul since she got here, and I really like that. Even though I enjoy when like all of the crew is together, there's something special about just her, and honestly, I love that it's Chopper with her as well. That because they're a fun pair together, anyways. But being with Saul and it's so good. Um, and yeah, this whole power as well. I didn't really talk about it too much. I talked about like the art style and stuff, but the power itself is really cool. Obviously, these things aren't the most like exactly one to one strength, I don't think by any means. But the fact that he's able to conjure so many and like such massive threats, I think it mirrors because he's using nightmares on giant children's, it does give him like essentially giant monsters. um, I'm sure, like, occasionally with if he does it to someone normal size and they have fears of maybe giants or a giant creature or something, you could also get that, or like a mythical being. But I feel like it's honestly extra boosted in strength because he's here fighting against the giants. It's something I've always thought about with his power. I feel like it almost got a buff because of that. Like, if he like was able to summon these and then fight like against just the average person, I feel like they would absolutely destroy him. I'm also enjoying Summers. Summers just a fun villain to hate on, to be honest. He's just one of those types of characters. Um, I think that's kind of most of my thoughts for this episode. I was kind of just yapping there at the end for a little while, but honestly, I have to. Sometimes I have to stop myself, especially when I'm just speaking about nothing, because I could literally talk about One Piece for so goddamn long. Um, One of the reasons I want to do more like live stream based around One Piece games, just so I can be yapping about it and sharing my thoughts. But yeah, other than that, I'll catch you guys all later, and peace.